So let us talk a little bit about how life is created in the ocean. Okay, and this is one form of life, and it's based on plankton, the production of plankton in the surface oceans. Okay, phytoplankton in the surface. So now how this mechanism works is based on a combination of factors. Yeah, the sunlight doesn't penetrate very deep into the oceans. It only something like the upper 50 meters of the oceans are sunlit. The light intensity decreases rapidly, over the top 50 to 100 meters, and this is what we know as the euphotic zone. Okay, light is one component. The other component is that you need to produce a photosynthesis. Is you need a suite of what we call nutrients. Okay, dissolved nutrients, and here's where the problem starts, because usually there's not enough nutrients in the surface layer. Okay? Why is that? It's because the source of nutrients is actually a recycling product of the dead organic matter, and dead organic matter sinks in the form of particles due to negative buoyancy and sinks away from the surface layer. And it takes a while for bacteria to decompose the detritus, the particulate organic matter, back into dissolved nutrients. So in the open ocean, it takes place over the upper 1.5 kilometers of the water. Okay? So now what kicks off the production of phytoplankton in the surface layer is a physical process called upwelling. Okay, so upwelling is the movement or the entrainment or the mixing of nutrients into the euphotic zone. Okay? All right, so what's also involved here in this mechanism is oxygen. So oxygen is produced in the surface ocean, okay, through photosynthesis, and there's also an air-sea exchange of oxygen. But the bacteria that reconvert the particulate nutrients into dissolved nutrients use up oxygen. Okay, so the oxygen concentration drops further deeper in the ocean. We'll talk about the details later on. Okay, and through all these recycling and interactions, we get a production of phytoplankton in the surface layer. Okay? And then it is the starting point of a marine food web and interaction based on zooplankton, pelagic fish. So demersal fish, these are the fish species that live near the seafloor in shallower water regions of the. Okay, so you have to think in terms of cycles and recycling, okay, in the ocean in order to understand the system. And there's a number of cycles involved here, like the oxygen cycle, the nutrient cycle, and including conversion from particles into dissolved substances. So already, okay,